Hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I've got some backyard DIYs to share with you that I think you're really going to enjoy, and some of them are really good for the little birdies. So if you want to know how to make them, stick around. I'll show you how. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Right, next one. Okay, for this first one, we're going to use 3 terracotta pots. This measures 8 inches across, and it also measures 8 inches long. And then my second pot is going to measure 6.5 inches across and 6.5 inches long. And then on my third pot, it's going to measure 4 inches tall, and it measures 4.25 across. And I'm going to attach these using a Loctite power grab. So you just need to put it right around the inside rim. And then I'm going to use like a little craft stick to spread it out so that it does go into a lot of area right there. So pretty much the whole rim right there. Just get it spread it out and then put it on there, and then take your level, and you're going to want to make sure that it is level. And I'm going to attach my third one exactly the same way, but I'm going to put the Loctite power grab right around the trim up at the top part because I didn't have a lot of room for it to grab onto, so I am putting it on the bottom part of the vase first, or the terracotta pot first. And then just kind of smear it around there, put that on, and then just clean any that oozes off, but make sure that it is level. And then you want to make sure it's level both ways. So crossways and then the opposite way. Okay, next I'm going to prime the entire thing with a flat white primer. Now, if you use primer before you use your color, you use a lot less of the color. So this inexpensive primer is a good way to start because you use about 1/3 of the amount of spray paint if you prime first. But just want to take your time so you don't have any runs, get the entire thing covered, and then let that set and dry real well, and we'll come back in with our other color and finish it out. Okay, next I'm taking a 9.5 inch saucer I got at Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to paint the entire thing with that same color white. My primary color, I'm using a satin Italian olive paint by Krylon. I just wanted something that kind of blended into my garden good, and this is really a good outdoor color. And this only took 1 coat all the way around since I did primer it. And then that way you can save the money on your paint because the colors are what's more expensive than just the white primer. So I always recommend just going ahead and doing a primer ahead of time and then go back with the color over the top of that. I'm going to do the base the same color, but I'm just doing the outside edge only. Then to attach that to the top, I'm using maximum strength Gorilla Glue, and I'm just going to put it right around the edge of the flower pot. I would have used the Loctite, but you want to use something more clear on the part that you might see. And just get plenty of glue. Just make sure that you do get enough on there to hold this, and then you're just going to center it right over the top. And just really spend a little bit of time on this part because you do want to make sure it is straight. So I got this little plant saucer at Lowe's. It's about 12 inches in diameter, and I'm just going to paint the outside edge of it. Now this is what we're going to put water in for the bird bath, so you want to make sure that you don't paint the inside of it. So just the outside, and then that's going to blend in there nicely because the colors go well together. And if you want to paint the bottom too, you don't have to paint the whole thing, just anything that's going to overhang the edge. Okay, and after that dried, I'm just going to use some of that same Gorilla Glue, and I'm just going to put a generous portion all the way around the top part of my base. You want to put plenty on here, and this Gorilla Glue really does hold up good. And then just try to center your saucer right on top. This is an easy way to make a really pretty bird bath. Just kind of press it down once you get it put in there. Okay, next I'm just going to put this in my yard, and I'm going to make sure it's level, and then I'm going to put some big rocks in the center so the bird has something to stand on, and then I'm going to fill it up with some rocks all the way around the edges. And I got this bag of rocks from Dollar Tree, and then I'm just going to fill it up with water. You don't want to overfill it because you want to make sure that they have just enough room to stand on the rocks. And that was pretty much it. And then I did put mine in kind of a shaded area so that I don't have to come back and fill the water up so often, but I did have to fill the water up maybe every couple of days. Okay, for this next one, I just had this little tall flower pot I already had, and then I bought another flower pot at Dollar Tree to kind of make it a little bit taller. And I'm just going to put some of that glue inside of here. I ended up going with E6000 because I ran out of all the other glue. I'm just putting a generous amount right around the edge, and then I'm just going to press that onto my flower pot. And then you do want to make sure that you are getting this even. So I would definitely take my level and make sure. And then I'm going to paint the entire thing with just a satin black paint. And I didn't primer my top one because I already had so much of the black on the bottom. I'm just kind of blending it all together. And next I got this little plastic charger at Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to remove my label. This was in the spring collection, and it was only just a couple of dollars for this. Okay, next I'm going to paint a sunflower on here. So I'm starting with a terracotta color and a sea sponge, and I'm just going to start on the inside edge. I'm not going all the way to the edge, and I'm just kind of turning my wrist as I go around, and I'm going to put a base coat of the orange all the way around this one. And I'm going to kind of go fast. You can see what I'm doing, but not sit there and watch me just paint. And then you're going to set that aside and let that dry. Okay, next I'm going to come in with some bright yellow, and I'm going to do the same thing right over the top of the orange. And that way you'll see the orange still through it, but you'll see the yellow on top of it. It'll kind of just blend it all together. And this is just going to be my second coat. And I'm going to go real fast on this so you can see what I'm doing, but just not sit there and watch me paint. And I am just leaving a little section open right there for the orange to show through. I'm not going to cover that one up with the yellow. I'm making this to look like a sunflower, so I am going to grab some white, and I am going to put some petals all the way around the edges. Just kind of take it and kind of wiggle it around a little bit. And then once you get this completely painted, we're going to take it outside and we're going to put a clear coat on it to protect it from the elements. And that will lock all this in so that it would be waterproof. And then I came back in with my paintbrush, and I'm just putting some little dots all the way around it to kind of give it a little bit more realistic look like a sunflower. And then to spray this, I'm coming in with some Krylon UV resistant spray paint in clear, and I'm going to coat this. And I'm going to coat it once, let it dry real good, and then I'm going to coat it again. You definitely have to do this part, otherwise your paint will just wash off. To assemble this, I'm just going to take my plate and one of the Dollar Tree terrarium bowls, and I'm going to glue my plate with some E6000 glue to my flower pot. And then once I get this where it needs to be, then I'm going to glue my terrarium to my flower. Now that will dry clear, so you will still be able to see the flower underneath it. It just kind of gave it a little bit more of a brighter look, not just so solid white. And you do want to make sure it's level, and then once you get that one on, then go ahead and attach your bowl right over the top of that. And you don't need a lot of glue to do that. Just, you know, a little bit of glue goes a long way on this E6000. And I'm just putting it right into the center. And then just push that down and let that dry. And then I'm just going to put this in my yard just like I did the other one and put rocks in it just like I did the green one. And you definitely want to put some larger ones in the center and some smaller ones around the edge. But you can still see that sunflower right through that. For this next one, I'm using some flat white primer, and I'm going to paint one of the $5 Dollar Tree planters completely with this. And this didn't take that much to paint this. I used way less than 1 can of paint. But you just kind of want to make sure you do get it even and you don't have any runs on it. Next, I'm taking a neutral Dollar Tree flower pot, and I'm just going to spray the inside of this because I do want it to match the outside of my planter. And just make sure you are getting an even coat on this. So I ended up doing 2 coats on the larger flower pot and on the inside of the small flower pot. And then I am going to do the inside edge of this. I'm not going to go all the way down, just about maybe 2 inches down. Next, I'm going to go ahead and fill this halfway up with dirt. Then I'm going to put my other planter inside of this. This would have been so much easier had my dirt not been wet, but we had rain and my dirt was wet. So you're just going to fill it up to about halfway up the side of that planter. And it was pretty windy this day, so one of my bags went into the pool, but I had a little helper help me get it out. And then next, I'm taking some plants that I got from Lowe's. I just got a whole pack of them, and I'm going to stick them all the way around the edge. That way they'll meet with the dirt that's around the edge of the flower pot, and then that way you can fill it in completely. I just got 2 little bundles of these, and I'm taking them out in 3s, and I'm pushing them down in here. And then the roots will end up growing down into the dirt that's already in there. But I did fill it pretty full all the way around. I just filled it up with water and let it overflow so that it watered the plants all the way around. And then I'm going to take one of the little fountains that is a solar fountain and put it right down into the center of this. And then I did have to take those legs off of it eventually, because otherwise when the water started going down, it kind of goes into a funnel shape and it was not going down with the water. So in order to keep from burning up your fountain, don't put those little legs on it. Just put it in there just like it is. Okay, for this last one, I'm taking one of the pizza pans from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to wipe it down with some rubbing alcohol. And then I'm going to take it outside and I'm going to spray paint it white. For the back of my pan, I'm going to spray paint it with a matte black paint. Okay, and then I also got one of the little $5 stools from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to spray paint that with that same matte black paint. And I think they had some of these stools too already in black, so if you can find one of those, just buy it like that. And then I'm going to paint the back of my pan with the black, and then after all that dries, I'm going to turn it over and paint the inside white. Be sure to flip your stool over and paint the underside as well. For the inside of my pizza pan, I'm just really going to spray all the way around the outer edge. I don't have to spray paint the entire thing, just really get the outer edge good. So I got these little mosaic pieces from Amazon. I'll give you the link for them. And I'm going to start with the little ones that look like little petals. And I'm going to create some flowers, and I'm going to fill in the rest with the other smaller pieces. And just kind of play with it a little bit to kind of get your design. I'm just going to create some flowers. I was putting them real close together right here, but then I decided to take one of the smaller pieces from the other tiles and put it in the center of the flower. So just kind of lay it out there first, figure out exactly how you want it, and then you can glue it in. And then I'm just going to glue this in with this Weld Bond glue. This dries crystal clear, and it's good for this kind of ceramics and things like that. It's also really good for wood. So if you're looking for a good heavy-duty glue for wood that doesn't dry yellow, instead it dries clear, this one is a real good one. I'm going to probably start using this a lot. And I'm just going to kind of go quick on this so you can kind of see what my designs are. But you just kind of want to play with it a little bit before you start gluing it, because once you glue it, it's pretty much permanent. And this is the first time I've ever done a mosaic. I can't believe I've never done one before, but I really had a lot of fun doing this one. And do your bigger designs first, and then you can go in and fill in with the smaller mosaic pieces. So I'm doing several flowers on here, and then I'm going to kind of go forward a little bit, but you'll know exactly what I've done. Don't worry so much that you can see the white glue, because I promise you when you finish this and it dries, it is crystal clear. And once I got all my flowers put in, I'm just going to start coming in with some more of the smaller pieces and start gluing those in. Just really want to start filling this up. And this green one with the leaves, they really did give you quite a few in your pack. But between the 2 packs, you had plenty to do this one with some left over. Just kind of have fun with this. Do whatever kind of design you want. And if you don't want to do flowers, just get some of the pieces and just have fun with it. Create something on your own. Once I got all my flowers done, I'm just going to start filling in with these other pieces that came in the other bag, just to kind of really fill it in. You want to try to get as much on here as you can, but leave a gap between them so that you can put your grout. And this really didn't take that long to fill this in completely. I got this white grout from Amazon. I'll give you the link for it. And I'm just going to put it into a container, and I am going to wear gloves. Now, I'm going to show you a fail on this so you don't do it. Mix it up to where it's a little bit thicker than this right here. This is like a thin pancake batter. You want to mix water in there with it slowly till it's like a thick pancake batter. And then, of course, I have never done this before, so I went ahead and poured it all over the top, and I went above the tile. So I did have to come back in and wipe some of it out. But it ended up working, but I did learn from this that you do need it to be a lot thicker than this. I was able to recover from this by just taking some paper towels and wiping it off until I got down to the top of the tiles. So I had way too much of the grout on here. So I had to end up wiping it probably about 6 times until I got down to this level. You're going to set that aside until the grout starts to harden, but not completely, because you need to take a sponge and some water and wipe the rest of the grout off. Now, if you go with a thicker grout, like I was telling you before, it will dry a lot faster. And then I ended up letting some of them dry a little bit too long, so I did have to take my nail and kind of scrape some of them off. And then you want to set that aside and let that completely dry solid. After it's completely dry, you can come back in with just a little soft rag or even a t-shirt and just wipe the rest of the haze off. You want to kind of polish it. Just kind of take your time on this, because you do want to get all that haze off. And then this came off real easily with this little soft rag. Okay, after that's dried, you're going to come in with some grout sealer and a sponge brush and just sponge it all over here. And this is not going to really stick to your tiles. Just kind of get it on there good. Get way down into the area where you have all the grout and just completely saturate it. And then let that dry real good. And then I ended up coming back in and putting a second coat on. And then you can wipe the excess grout sealer off of your tile as well. I'm just going to take a paper towel and kind of wipe over the top part just to absorb what's on my tile. Next, attach my top to my base. I'm just going to take some of that same weld bond glue, and I'm going to put quite a bit on this. And you just put it in the areas that don't have holes in it. And I'm putting it between each little section because I want to make sure it does stay together good. And then once I got this all put on here, then I'm just going to put my top on, and then I am going to clamp this. And now don't clamp it too hard. You want to make sure that you don't break your grout or anything like that. Just kind of do a light clamping on it once you get your top placed on. And just kind of make sure that you do get it centered real good, kind of feel around the edges, and then kind of walk away from it, look at it, just make sure, because it will slide a little bit, and that's why you do want to clamp it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video today. These are all pretty simple to put together, and the ones with the bird bath, I think those are really essential for the birds nowadays, so they have a way to come in and kind of get cooled off a little bit. Just change your water out each day if you can, or just add to it each day, and it'll really keep it fresh. If you like these kind of videos, be sure and give me a like, subscribe, and ring that bell to be notified when I have a new video. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And if nobody's told you today, you're awesome. See you next time. Thanks for watching.